Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibs7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, we're going to be talking about this week's, update. It's not really an update we have here, it's mostly just this event that's going on, as well as the patch notes that they've released this week. Apologies for not getting this video out yesterday. Unfortunately, I did get home a bit later than I thought, so I didn't really have time to record this yesterday since I was away for the weekend, as I did mention last week. So I was not able to get this video out yesterday, and I was kind of thinking that that would be alright because I'd be able to do this video on the betas at the same time, but unfortunately the betas are still not out yet. I guess they weren't really ready to be released in the morning, and I do normally record these videos here on my lunch break, so I will probably be doing just a separate video for the new beta with the bank stuff and the new weapon changes in a different video. So this one will probably not be as long as it could have been, but either way, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this update or event. So this event is kind of a weird one. It's a bit of a voting system that they have in place here. Basically, you can go to the Lumbridge crater in order to cast your votes, and you'll be gaining these basically the same types of weird currency that you always get for these events. I can probably get some just by going and chopping this tree, since I haven't really done anything on this account since that event has come out. As you can see, you get these skill off tokens because it's called the skill off event, and then you can come over to the event and use them at a skilling booth in order to cast your vote, I guess is how they call it. So as you can see, each of these have a number of votes. Cooking already got eliminated, so basically at the end of each day the lowest ranked skill will be eliminated. So if nothing changes, it is going to be Hunter that's eliminated today at reset time, and yeah, that's pretty much how it works. And each time at each reset, basically, when something gets eliminated, the buffs of all the others' XP increases. So each of them go up by 10% each day they're not eliminated. So Dungeoneering hole, interesting. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, there's obviously all the skills listed here are agility, dungeoneering, runecrafting, cooking, herblore, and hunter. Kind of a random assortment of skills. And what the fuck is going on here? People are just moonwalking around. This looks really fucking good. So you can choose to use your tokens or not. If you don't use your tokens, then you still can do it, but you just get less XP. Looks like this XP is already like, what the hell, 70 XP per like couple of ticks. How is this like balanced at all? Obviously they don't care. This is just another one of their MTX events. Also, there's a passive 10% XP buff while you're in this area, so I think that would apply to any. Why is there a bank icon on the mini-map right there? I don't know, but I think that would apply to any skills that you do. So is there a bank around here, or is there not? Yes, there is. So I assume you can do like bank standing skills here for, you know, an improved XP amount, which I guess makes sense. And let's go ahead and see. I'll do the agility one again. It was 70 XP per couple of ticks for the base, and now I'll go ahead and use my tickets on it. What the hell is that thing? I'll go ahead and use my tickets on it or tokens rather, to see how much you get from the bonus version. Holy shit, 302 bonus. So that's a lot of XP if you're using the tokens. Can I get out of this shit? And am I getting? I think I got more tokens. So I think you can get tokens from doing it as well. Although don't quote me on that. This just looks fucking terrible. Like, imagine logging into the game and seeing this. Logging into the game for the first time, walking over from Lumbridge and seeing this shit. That looks so bad. Like, Jesus Christ, did they put any effort into these things at all? And the Dungeoneer hole, I bet this is really, you know, interactive. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, you jump in this hole. And that's fucking it. You're just in this hole. Wow, fantastic. That's great. Really nicely done. God, I hate these events. I like the events that are just the token gathering events, and it's just like you can do them, and you don't have to come to the crater to do any of the bullshit. The lumbridge crater events are they're getting worse and worse each time. Nobody wants to do the cooking. You can still do ones that are eliminated. They just won't have a better XP. Like the cooking doesn't have plus 10%. It like all the other ones do. But when Hunter gets eliminated, it'll still have plus 10%. It just won't go up to plus 20%. There's also some rewards for handing in the tokens, although much less than the token events normally have. So just some mystery boxes, and then this sword override, which looks pretty dope actually. I kind of like that sword override, and then this snack yak pet, which is kind of a pack yak with a bunch of food all over it. So not as many event items as there usually are for these types of events, which is a shame. They clearly didn't take that effort and put it into anything to do with these animations or anything like that. So that is unfortunate to see. Just kind of another MTX garbage event. I usually don't mind it if they have a lot of cosmetics, but this right here just makes me so fucking mad. People just moonwalking, sliding around the fucking in a circle around this stupid fucking thing. Man, they really need to step up their game with these types of events. Like, just don't make it at least don't make it look like total utter shit right next to the one of the starting towns of the game, for fuck's sake. I don't know, man. That's just my opinion, though. You guys can let me know your thoughts on this event in the comments. I really don't like it. It doesn't it's not even really a theme. Like, this voting with this stuff is like, I don't know, it doesn't really have anything to do with the skills themselves, because it's just these stupid mini games. Like, it would be way cooler if they were actually tracking like the amount of XP people gain doing these skills out in the world, and people would have to do that skill to vote or like increase the amount of XP that has been globally gained for each skill. But instead they just do it in this stupid fucking way. But anyways, enough ranting on that. That's basically all they have for this week in terms of new stuff in the game. We should be seeing the month ahead on Friday, I would assume. So I'll definitely make a video on that to see what we have coming down the pipe next month in August. And then as far as the betas go, they did release a couple of things into the notes here for some of the effects. They haven't listed them all, but there are a couple of the ones for the new weapon effects. Hastas will allow two-handed weapon abilities while equipped. Can't really see that making a huge difference, considering Hastas are, I think, max tier 60. I don't know if you can even have a dragon Hasta, but I'm almost positive you don't get anything higher than that, although it could be wrong. Javelins will hit all targets between the player and the target, which that one actually sounds like a pretty cool effect and kind of OP depending on how many monsters you can line up if you're doing Slayer. That one's I like that one a lot, honestly. Then they have Staff, means your ultimate abilities can no longer miss, and you gain plus 5% accuracy for 20 seconds after you use an ultimate. And if that includes Sunshine, that is going to be very interesting, because right now a lot of people have planted feet on a wand switch, but if you can get a 5% accuracy buff for 20 seconds after sunning, then you're going to definitely want to have that on a staff. So I don't know if that's what it actually means, but that sounds kind of OP, to be honest. We'll have to see if that's actually how it pans out. But yeah, they're having that, and also the bank placeholders beta will be, I think it's a single beta, right? Oh, wait, is it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a single beta or if it's two separate betas, but that's not really a huge deal. It is, it's obviously going to be one of the two, but I think it's going to be two betas based on their wording. But we'll have to see. Like, I'll make a video on it when they do come out. Also, something that might have slipped under your radar is you can now get the Majorat Aura. That is now available in the game once again. You can spend 3 bonds on it, which I don't think it doesn't actually say 3 right now. I don't want to hit redeem because I don't actually want to get it right now. But you can spend 3 bonds on it, or you can go to Death's office and buy it for 1k Reaper points, which is definitely too much. Hey, look at Evil Tree. How about that, everybody? So yeah, I don't know. It's not a big deal in my opinion, just because it was from the Premier Club membership package anyways to begin with. So like it was already kind of an MTX, but it is a bit lame. It just costs too much from here. 1,000 Reaper points is just too much, frankly. It should not be that many, but yeah, that is now available in the game once again for those of you who might have missed it. And then for the patch notes, I don't think I remembered anything that was too worth mentioning out here. They had a bunch of stuff again for Anachronia, but it wasn't a whole lot of stuff that was important. It was a bunch of like blocking, things like that, and just various animation fixes and stuff. So not a whole lot of things that were really worth mentioning within the Anachronia section. One thing that they did add, which might be useful to people who do Wilderness Slayer, they added a loot beam to Revenant drop enhancers, because those things are pretty small on the ground and were a bit difficult to see for some people. So I think that is definitely something that might be worth mentioning if you are someone who is into the Wilderness Slayer. But there were a lot of patches in the patch notes, just not a whole lot of things that were significant. I mean, last week we had a ton of different things that were included in the patch notes that were pretty nice, but this time we don't have a whole lot of stuff. Also, they have apparently fixed the fact that previously Iron Man weren't even able to vote in this thing because it was boosted XP if you use the tokens, but now you're able to use the tokens to vote, and you don't get the boosted XP either way, which, I mean, I don't know how they fucking don't see that kind of thing coming and prepare for it. But yeah, if you were an Iron Man and you couldn't vote before, you're now able to vote on the skill off event. Other than that, though, you guys, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Honestly, this event is one of the worst I've seen in the recent past. Like, the event for the boat building for Anachronia I thought was really cool and nice and thematic, and this event is just a pile of steaming trash. Like, it looks like garbage. The theme is dumb. Like, the theme just makes you wish it was an actual skilling competition. Like, not even, like, it's not a competition, but I guess it kind of is. Like, people wouldn't really be competing against each other, but they'd be doing, their favorite skill or whichever skill they wanted to win, and like not necessarily even have bonuses for it. I wouldn't think. I would just be like, why can't they have something like this running where, they track how much XP of a certain number of skills is gained and, rank them accordingly to how they're doing, and people can, kind of use that as a fun thing to compete on. And I don't know. That's just my opinion. I just think I just really don't like this event. You guys can leave, again, your comments in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts, and then I will be making a video either later today, but more likely tomorrow, on the beta or betas, if there are multiple. I'm still not sure based on their wording, but I'll be making a video on those to discuss the new changes for the bank rework, as well as the new effects for the weapons diversity update, which I really hope they add some more good ones, because not having it for all the weapons was really bad. So I'm glad they listened to us and are actually doing it, but still, they need to make it so that they're actually useful, like, at different places, rather than there just being one that's just the best and the others are not. That just seems like the way it was going in the past. But anyways, I'll stop rambling now, you guys. And I'll see you later in the week for those beta videos, as well as the month ahead whenever that does drop. And we'll have our normal Hardcore Iron Man episode out on the weekend as usual. Thanks again for checking out the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.